hours. Greeting, travelers, and welcome to a distant land. For today, we have quite the show. To begin, our heroes, Mark and Sean, look forward to telling you of the tale from lesser years. The tale of the Super Nintendo Entertainment System versus the Sega Genesis. All right, boys! There was a tweet that I tweeted out about the Super Nintendo versus the Sega Genesis. And we figured we wanted to sit around a little bit, chat a bit with you guys, recall some moments, some history, and simply some tales. Sean, how you been?
Tired, but fine. Yeah.
Tired. Okay. We see you guys in chat. Howie, thanks for stopping by, dude. Good to see you driving home, listening. It's what this is all about, anyway.
Yeah.
Us youngsters, Flopsy. Oof. NES Master System's a little bit too early for me. Just a tad.
We are youngsters, to be fair. You're only 29 plus, so.
I was just about to say it. I'm only 29 plus. Still haven't hit that hump yet.
Yep.
But yeah. So yeah, the SNES versus Genesis is sort of like one that holds pretty strong place in my heart. I know.
Oh, absolutely.
It's the one that jumps out most to me in terms of the console wars.
I think we probably all had NES games and the system, but the console wars didn't really take off until that era.
I would agree. Yeah. And so just to note, make a quick note here. This topic is way bigger than us. And to be honest, what we're about to talk about isn't gonna do it any justice. That'll take months and months of finding videos, history, all that. We're just gonna kind of go over, our thoughts on it, our opinions, bring you guys on a little bit of a nostalgic roller coaster, if you will. Reminisce. I don't know. It's basically what we're trying to accomplish here. Just kind of start
heard of the Atari
the dialogue.
2600. No, doesn't exist.
I have a 2600 actually.
No, yeah. How can you have one? It doesn't exist. I've got a Polybius arcade machine in my closet. So.
Oh, what?
Polybius?
Never heard of it. What is that?
That's because it doesn't exist. Or does it?
But yes, the Sega Genesis versus the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. Sean, which one? All right, let's talk now. Let's kind of open this up now, right? If you were looking back on it right now, which do you prefer, Genesis or SNES?
Oh, SNES for sure.
SNES for you. I'm having a real hard time choosing one. I'm a Sega fanboy though. And for that reason, I might need to go Genesis. Although there's a lot of like big standouts with the SNES. Mario RPG, probably one of my all-time favorite games that comes to mind really, really fast.
There were just so many standouts on the SNES too, whereas Sega had good games, but they just never had the marketing material for the game specifically.
Mm-hmm. Right.
The Mega Drive.
Right,
the
Mega
none
Drive.
of them
Sorry,
were that
viewers.
impactful. But you could also argue that the only reason a lot of the SNES games were impactful was because of how the NES became such a family thing.
True. The SNES was bigger in the US than the UK. I would love to hear about like what it was like. Like
true,
we're about to talk a lot about like the marketing and such. So I would love to hear like those takes on it from someone over
from outside of the US. Yeah.
Yeah, outside the US. over the pond, if you will. Yeah, like going back to what you were saying, like in terms of the gaming, I always feel like the Genesis 2, its marketing was never about its games. Obviously, it had Vector Man, it had Sonic, whereas Nintendo just sort of focused on its games. It had its... Yeah, exactly. It had Mario. Sega's taken out Sean. He has. They have. Off with his head. They cannot hear you. No. No, they won't be able to hear you. We can do this, actually. For the time being. So we can get through this segment. If you want to mute yourself green screen. Actually, I got it. Just leave it on.
Okay.
And now you should be coming through Discord if you give us a little chat.
Yeah.
There he is. Perfect. Exactly. So yeah, it shouldn't much. Can't understand Sean? Really?
No. You literally can't understand.
Okay, so we'll just keep it without Discord then. Now you should be able to hear him again. Strange.
Very strange.
Sounds like he's on a bad mobile phone signal. That's weird.
Yeah.
Okay, well anyway, we'll go with
Not
this.
just any mobile phone, like a Sony Ericsson flip phone or something.
Oh man, remember making ringtones on those back in the day?
Yeah. No, actually, I didn't have one. Like,
Oh, dude, I used to make my own ringtone.
My history with mobile phones is a sordid affair.
Well, so anyway, back to SNES versus Genesis. Used to make money at school by entering ringtones for people on break. That's awesome. Yeah, I used to make some ringtones on my Sony Ericsson for sure. Now, with the Sega Genesis SNES, so Sean, SNES fanboy, me, I'm going to go with Genesis. Mostly just to play devil's advocate. I think they're very, very close, and it probably depends on the day. But I do feel like the Genesis games tend to suit my playstyle more. And just, I have a little bit more nostalgia with it.
They were definitely better, like, arcade ports, things like that. If you wanted a game from the arcade, it was better to get it on the Genesis if you had the option.
Yeah. Can't really think of any standouts that are coming off on my head right now, but I would mostly agree. So yeah, with that being said, lots of grade A commercials came out back in the 90s during this
Oh man.
During this whole battle, this war, if you will. Mm-hmm. I want to take a look at a couple of them. Most notably, this one right here that I'm sure we will all remember. This is Blast Processing, the Sega Genesis commercial.
This has blast processing. Super Nintendo doesn't. So what's blast processing?
What is blast processing? Wow, look at the quality on this thing.
What are you talking about? That looks fine.
It's like 240p, dude.
That's what they had back then, man. Don't quality shame them. This is a professionally made commercial.
Blast processing. So blast processing. It was what? What exactly was blast processing?
So I always thought it was just a marketing gimmick. And then you told me otherwise. Oh, nice. Got the browser Trello up?
Yeah, let's look it up. Actually, I don't know if I should keep that up. We'll block it until I find something. So here we go. This is from Eurogamer.net. Let's go like this.
Something to do with video processing? Might have been.
key to do that again. All right, so Sega's legendary blast processing. Was it real? What did it actually do? Blast processing. Blah, 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 blah. The fact that blast processing is such a hardcore, low-level application of the Mega Drive hardware that astonishingly is never used in any shipping games, and only in recent years has the technique been successfully mastered.
Oh, wow.
Even then, its actual application in games is limited, but not exactly game-changing. Video on this page features an in-depth analysis. Cool, we're not going to watch it. Working flat out to change the color of every pixel on an individual basis as the guns on a CRT screen from move to left to right. And then down, also known as an active scan. So it essentially had the ability to change the color of every pixel.
Huh.
Versus just going like active scan or something? Am I understanding that correctly?
Yeah, well, it would do all the pixels one by one across the screen, left to right.
Right, rather than in like scan lines. Something to do with video processing. Modern Vintage Gamer has some good videos on this sort of stuff. I'll need to check that out. Actually sounds pretty dope. So yeah, blast processing. Yeah, mostly a marketing gimmick from the sounds of it. But that's what a lot of Sega's marketing relied on, was blast processing. Mm-hmm. And I remember that term thrown around a lot.
It did get thrown around a lot, so it's really weird that it wasn't ever used in any game.
Really utilized, yeah.
Yeah.
Strange. Interesting facts. With that being said, going up against it was SNES commercials like so. Again, just kind of bringing you on this nostalgia trip, right?
Oh, SNES had some really, really cringe commercials. Actually, NES had really cringe commercials. SNES was good.
When you decide to step up to this kind of power, this kind of challenge, this kind of flying, crashing feeling, when you decide to get serious.
By the way, isn't that the guy from Yes Man? What's his name? That actor?
You're asking the wrong person, I'm sorry. It looks like a young Joel Osteen.
No. Gosh, who is that?
Yeah, he's from Clueless. Stepbrother.
The slap at a bass guy. That's what I'm thinking of.
Slap at the bass.
I love you, man. I love you, man.
Do you want some?
No, I had like a foot and a half back at Sydney's. I'm golden.
Gypsy knows all the important actors.
This guy.
Straight hours.
Whatever. I mean, like, we'll just hang out, you know, shoot the shit.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes we jam a little bit.
I know we can't see it yet.
You play an instrument?
Yeah. Can't believe I've never told you.
Let's see here. I love you, man. That's what we have to look for. I forget what his name is. It's killing me, though.
Play bass.
Really?
Oh, yeah. I slap the bass big time.
What is that? You sound like a leprechaun.
No, that's a reggae guy. I just did reggae.
Yeah, Ant-Man.
Doesn't sound reggae?
No.
Paul Rudd.
Slap the bass.
Oh, that's Paul Rudd? Really?
How's it?
It's like
Yep.
big time. Big time. Big time.
Big time. Slip the bass big time. Slap the bass.
Great scene. Great movie, by the way.
That sounded like Borat.
Yeah,
Slap the bass big time.
that's better. That's better.
Sid and I have gotten pretty
Welcome
good.
home, Howie.
What do you mean, like fast-paced rock?
No, like Rush. Like the band Rush.
Really appreciate that you
I don't know them.
are choosing to
Holy
spend your time here.
Wait, you don't know Rush?
No.
You
I'm
don't
just waiting for
know
the
Rush?
for the big slap at a bass.
Exit the Warrior, today's Tom Sawyer.
No.
Have you seen this movie?
iTunes Action.
I don't think I have.
I cannot believe
This movie's fantastic. I don't know how we segued from SNES into this movie, but it's a fantastic movie. I love you,
Because of
man.
Paul Rudd.
it. I invited him to that little engagement party my parents are throwing for us.
Wow, Peter. This is serious.
Oh, it's mellow. Besides, I wanted to
Oh, he's
introduce
got an
him to Haley.
XPS.
Oh, that's interesting.
Right?
Yeah.
He does.
Hey, let me ask you something.
Dale.
Are you ready to get your world rocked?
Yeah, she was in Parks and Rec. She was also in the American The Office for a while.
Do it.
And he was in the SNES commercial from the 1990s.
I
Yes.
don't know.
to get us back on topic. Good segue.
Rush your fire!
Rush is a great band, by the way. Can we just all agree?
Oh, absolutely.
Real fast before we get back on topic here.
Sounds better on big speakers.
Rush is amazing.
Good, right?
Yeah. You do it that high? When you...
All right. Anyway, continuing on. Yeah, Paul Rudd. This is Paul Rudd for Scherzies.
Yeah, I like Paul Rudd. I
That
don't
is
know why I
Paul Rudd,
never.
right?
Yeah, I think so. I don't
I'm
know.
gonna
I don't
double check.
recognize people's faces and names.
Yeah, it indeed is Paul Rudd. Anyway, continuing on. Let's you would have accepted give her 16 bits. Okay, dude.
There's only one place to come, the games of Super Nintendo. No one else creates this kind of experience.
Alright, back to the
No one else
commercial.
creates these kinds
Yeah, back to the
of
commercials.
games. Now you're playing with power, superpower.
All right, real fast. I need to go back here. It is. Super Play Action Football is like
Else creates these
probably
kinds
the
of
best football game of all time.
That doesn't seem like a high bar. Considering we've had probably 4 decades worth of Madden games, and they've all been about the same.
True. Super Play Action Football was awesome. Used to be able to make your own high school.
What
Good game.
about
Anyway. Mhm.
Oh god, what was that one? It wasn't really football, but it
Tecmo.
was
Tecmo Super
no.
Bowl?
no.
That was another good one.
It had mutants and
Oh, yeah. Mutant League. Mutant League Football.
Yeah, yeah.
That was SNES, or that was Sega Genesis, no?
It might have been called Blood Bowl. Here or there.
Oh, well, no. Blood Bowl. Blood Bowl is the Warhammered one that came out. Like set in the Warhammer
okay.
universe. But Mutant League Football was the OG, and it was for Sega Genesis.
Oh.
Here's its
I guess
wiki
a
page,
point
actually.
to Sega then, I guess.
That was a great game. Yeah. That was like the OG. It was Electronic Arts, actually. It was like the OG stepping stone for Blood Bowl, but also for like NFL Blitz and stuff, right?
Oh yeah.
I think it was just kind of a wild, no holds bar football match. There's also Mutant League Hockey, which is the one I played.
Yeah, I was gonna
A lot
say the
more
only
of.
sport games that I actually played and liked, besides obviously NBA Jam, because who didn't like NBA Jam,
Right.
was probably NES hockey games were surprisingly good.
Blades of Steel.
I don't remember which ones I played. I think it was an NHL one, but
Blades of Steel was fantastic. But popping back over to SNES versus Genesis, I guess we do kind of have to go off topic occasionally in order to make this comparison.
yeah.
Right,
Can you
look
bring
at
up
the
another
roots.
video so we can recognize another actor?
I mean, I guess I can. I don't think there's any actors in this one, but there is this video, which isn't directly the SNES, but it was rather Nintendo Power.
I still have some of my old Nintendo powers.
Joining us today are Mario and Luigi.
Somewhere.
We're gonna learn some inside tricks to Super Mario Brothers 3.
I used to spend
But
just
first, this commercial
days at a time reading the same Nintendo powers.
This one's more NES era, but
Nintendo Power 12 times a year. 6 great issues plus 6 free strategy guides on a hot new game. That's twice the power for still $15. Wow, call now.
man, Mario is so buff.
back. Go ahead, caller.
How do I get from World 3 to World...
Don't ask.
I don't know who that is.
Call for Nintendo Power. Operators are standing by and the call is free. Subscribe now and get the first strategy guide.
Mario's not missing. He's just answering phone calls for Nintendo Power.
Right.
You can say spaghetti and meatballs. So make the call already.
Did you ever play Mario is Missing?
I did. And I don't want to say I hate it, to be honest.
It just got repetitive and boring really quickly.
I wouldn't disagree. Yeah, we rented it once. We should call that number. I bet you he goes to a sex hotline or something now. That was David Nunes. Are you fucking with me right now? Are you fucking with me right now? Apparently an American football player. I knew I've heard the name before. He plays for Texas State. He's not even like a pro football player.
Texas State. That's my
Yeah.
That's the college in my town. Let me just give away exactly where I live.
Hometown, Houston, Texas. Went to Second Baptist High School. Good old David Nunes from Nintendo Power 1990 commercial. Oh man.
Literally, this town is all about fucking Texas State. So ridiculous.
Now, you might be asking, what do these commercials have to do with anything? Well, what I'm trying to get at here, is from what I remember of the SNES, is they were always kind of showing off their games. I don't remember any outright attacks towards Sega. Thank you. During the SNES
That's
version.
true. I don't remember any explicit attacks either. I think they did have a few responses to Sega's outright attacks.
Uh-huh.
Because Sega was really the one that was hammering that stuff.
Uh-huh. They did.
Especially the Sega does what Nintendo don't.
I've got it pulled up right here, my friend.
Well, then that's our segue.
$16-bit arcade graphics.
Ooh, Michael Jackson Moonwalker.
16-bit arcade
Surprisingly
action.
decent game.
Super Hang On.
Does. 16-bit arcade hits. What Nintendo don't. The 16-bit Genesis system by
Genesis
Sega.
does
it all.
what Nintendo don't.
Watch it, boy. Don't get your clothes wet.
Bold statements.
You little...
Now at Burger King, The Simpsons, $3.49 each.
I don't know if
buy
this
new
is-
mini muffins or any size fries. They give you The Simpsons for virtually peanuts. Sometimes you got to break the rules.
I don't know why that commercial was there, but
What do you call a car that's
Because
faster
it was
worth a ton.
probably,
But I just feel like we still have to watch it.
than any size
Right.
scene?
I haven't watched The Simpsons in forever. But anyway.
Has been called the affordable Ferrari by Motor Trend magazine.
Oh, yeah. There's a
And
car
it's the most
commercial, too. Okay.
technologically advanced production sports car on the road. You call it the Dodge Stealth RT.
Terrible American cars? Cars back then
Okay.
were actually pretty... Well,
Well, I think that was a Nissan, TBH.
no, Dodge Stealth.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. It's a Dodge Stealth. Bet it has leaf springs.
Springs. Ugh. Probably.
Man. Yeah, 90s were kind of a crappy year for American cars. But it was not a bad year for the Genesis versus SNES. As we keep ourselves on topic here. Looks like Sean has DC'd, which isn't a big deal.
Wow.
But yeah, chat, what memories
Guys.
do you guys have?
He was just like, Sean DC'd, not a big deal. Wow.
I meant that we can keep moving on. We can keep the convo going. Open it up to chat. Chat. SNES versus Genesis. Give me some thoughts. And do you like this topic? Should we even be doing these things again? You can't clip it? Don't worry. This entire segment is about to be clipped.
Mm-hmm.
So
I do love this topic, obviously. I mean, we've been sitting here talking about it for almost 30 minutes, and it feels like about 5.
yeah, like I said at the beginning, it's a tough topic to actually get.
Oh, yeah. Into the meat
Dirty.
and potatoes of it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So, Sega had the blast processing. How did you feel about Nintendo's gimmick, the Mode 7?
Mode 7. And also FX, right?
That was
Well,
the
like,
Super
what
FX.
was- Okay, Super
so
FX.
the Super
right, right.
FX was a series of things. There was different modes. That's why Mode 7 is called Mode 7 in the first place. There's 6
Gotcha.
modes before it that were all part of the Super FX chip.
Gotcha. So I remember Star Fox coming out and being blown away by Star Fox. Blown away with how crazy it was, 3D, just insanity. Sean's disconnected again, but continuing on. Mode 7, the most memorable Mode 7 game I can remember is that, and also Super Castlevania. There's the one room where the walls spin, and that was done with Mode 7, if I'm not mistaken, as well. And then also, I guess, some of the Final Fantasy games, right, on their overworld screens were probably done with Mode 7 as well. But Mode 7, yeah, I remember like seeing it when I was a child and just being like, wow.
Having issues.
This is insanity. There you go. He's back. Yeah, I just remember seeing it and being like, this is insanity. And it was really, really neat. It was mind-blowing at the time.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Super Star Fox was just so amazing. I don't think it was Super Star Fox, but...
No, just Star Fox.
For some reason, Super just came out of my mouth. I guess I was going to say Super Star Wars, but that's not relevant.
They were in the cartridge, if you remember. It was. Yes. It was a cartridge, yeah.
It was, I think that was a decision to save money, actually. Instead of just putting it into every console, they said, hey, we can just put it in the cartridge for the games that use it. Then people don't have to buy new consoles and stuff.
Interesting. Were they more money games with it?
No.
Okay.
Final Fantasy VI utilized it too. Best Final Fantasy.
For its overworld?
Yeah, like when you're flying in the airship. Yeah, that was all.
Yeah, that's what I was just mentioning. You're DCing again. But, yeah, that's what I was just mentioning was... Oh, maybe you're back. It was Final Fantasy VII. Super Castlevania comes to mind as another one. Remember, there's that one room where they all they spin. They were programmed differently as well.
Yes.
Interesting. Continue.
I'm trying to think of other Mode 7 games. They had
what was that one that you like? Ninth Saga? Oh, never mind. You DC. Pretty sure Sean's a Ninth Saga fan, though.
Seventh Saga.
Seventh Saga.
And yes, it did.
Yeah, I remember that using Mode 7. Yeah, Mode 7 was neat. It had its moment.
Seventh Saga. Oh my god, my internet. Come on.
Yeah, you keep cutting in and out. We've got you right now.
Okay.
Never mind. No, we don't. But we're going to push through, boys and girls. We are going to push through. Chat, tell us about your favorite Genesis, SNES moments. Anything that stands out. I remember also playing Aladdin on SNES and Aladdin on Genesis, and them being two completely different games. If I'm not mistaken, I think the SNES version is considered the better version. But I actually really liked the Genesis version. Did we play them both? I know we played the SNES one. I don't know if we ever played the Genesis one.
We only played the SNES one.
Sean reloading might have just broke my Chrome. Can you still see me on stream? Anything going crazy? Oh. There we go. Okay, you can still see me. Cool. Yeah, some things are going on with Chrome right now. I think because Sean refreshed and he just keeps DCing, so everything's reloading itself and Chrome doesn't like it. So hopefully that's not hurting anything. I know the music stopped. Maybe get something going like this for now. But yeah. Yeah, my Chrome is like just completely Dunskies. So, boys, you have to watch us incognito. That is weird. I don't know why that would happen. No, my big issue is just Sean having to reload his thing. I think kind of froze up my Chrome because it kept reloading and then like refreshing. I'm going to throw us into the BRB screen for just a split second, guys, while we fix this up. All right, so we're kind of back for now. I'm back for now. Sean's getting back in. Doesn't even look like his OBS is up currently, so I imagine he's fixing it. Anyway, the names in Star Fox were Fox, Slippy the Frog, Falco the Falcon, I guess, or I don't know what he was, a bird. And then there was
some kind of bird, yeah.
Peppy the Hare. Not Bucky.
Bucky. Bucky is a chain of
gas
truck
stations.
stops. Yeah.
Yep. Captain Buck O'Hare. That was a different game, right? Oh no, maybe I'm thinking Jazzy Jackrabbit. Oh man.
I think they're both correct.
Oh, what, Bucky O'Hare was a game too? Yeah, maybe.
Oh, it was a cartoon? I don't know.
Sean's hair is always parted down the middle. We actually had a conversation about this before stream the other day. Or was it on stream? I don't know. We talked about it though.
People talk about my part all the time, and I don't understand it. Is it really that fascinating?
It's pretty solid.
Oh.
It's pretty solid. So yeah, Sega Genesis, SNES, fascinating topic. One of the great console wars. And a lot of interesting things back there.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, chat, tell
to
us.
see the competition between the two companies.
It is. It is. It's kind of sad that we don't have that anymore in today's console market.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very different time now.
Gypsy wants to name my part. My hair part.
I go with the Red Sea, personally.
The Red Sea?
For the name. Yeah. It's parted right down the middle.
It's actually off to one side, and once you see it, you can't unsee it, so thank you.
Chat.
I tried to fix it one time. Didn't happen.
What'd you say?
I tried to fix my part line to be exactly in the center. It didn't work.
Is that a thing? Can you, like, fix your part line?
Yeah, you can change where the part is, but it takes a long time.
I never keep my hair long enough for it to actually be partable. As you can tell, it was going, but no longer, boys and girls. We're cue ball again. Oh yeah, I bicked it. Oh yeah. Actually, I used one of those Gillette One Blades. Fantastic thing.
Oh, there you go. For some reason, I want to get a straight edge.
Yeah.
I don't do a lot of shaving, but you know, if I did, I feel like that would make it more enjoyable.
All right, so let's kick it real fast. Let's do this. I want everyone to name their favorite. Oh my god, I didn't know you were bald. Well, thanks. Thanks, Gypsy.
He's not bald. He's just
hair challenged. All right.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I was trying to think of a fancier name for hair. It didn't.
Oh yeah, I had it growing out for a while, but from from being in the military, when it starts getting too long, I just can't do it. And I end up shaving it. And to be honest, my hairline is like starting to move further and further back. I'm I don't know, at this point, like my hairline's kind of like that of like the N64 controller.
Okay.
So there's that.
Is that how we're gonna reference everything now? Like video game related?
Well, I mean, yeah, you know, like how it has that one little point. It's like a widow's peak. Yeah, it's kind of like my hairline. So I just decided to shave it. But yeah, so do me a favor, chat. Let's compile a list of favorite game from SNES and a list of favorite games from Genesis. One per person. I know mine. My Genesis one's a little tough, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. Sean, what's yours? Go ahead.
Oh, well, Final Fantasy VI, obviously, but that's not an
Final
exciting
Fantasy
answer.
VI. Favorite SNES game? Okay.
Yep.
How about Genesis?
For Genesis? That's much harder. I gotta think about that, because I never owned the Genesis. So I'm trying to think of which games I've actually spent time playing.
So for SNES, mine is hands down Super Mario RPG. Hands down. Hands down, easy answer. Genesis, there's quite a few standouts.
Thinking about it, I think probably my favorite Genesis game was Sonic and Knuckles, honestly.
Sonic Knuckles is a solid one. I was gonna say Sonic 2. However, Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck World of Illusion honestly does hold like a super special place in my heart.
That was a fun game. When we raced.
Phantasy Star series comes to mind. Streets of Rage 2 and Golden Axe.
Ooh, love me some Golden Axe. Shinobi. I always saw Shinobi. It looked cool.
Shinobi and Mario Kart, both solid. SNES Mario Kart was a good one. It's hard to give it one of the top spots. Mario Kart DS, by far, best Mario Kart. Sean and I will debate this till we're blue in the face, but
yeah, for me
it
it's
is
Double Dash.
the
Double
best
Dash is the best Mario Kart.
But SNES like is, I guess, just the OG, so you have to give it some love.
It's true. Surprisingly difficult too.
Yes, indeed.
Actually, funny story about SNES Mario Kart. So I went to the Austin Gaming Expo way back in the day, and there was this this challenge that they had set up. It was hit this guy once in the multiplayer versus mode, you get $1,000. I was like, how are they gonna offer $1,000 for something so simple as hitting this guy once?
Yeah.
And so there's a huge line of people, right? And it was just amazing. His movement was so incredible. And everybody, not a single person in that line, failed. Or succeeded, rather.
Succeeded.
Nobody hit him. Nobody hit him.
Wow.
Nobody even came close. And so I get in the line. And that's the story of Sean's first love. No, so I get in the line, and like I wait patiently. I'm like, okay, I see his strategy. I understand what he's doing. I got this. And so, like, I just avoid him. I spend my time avoiding him, waiting for a good shell pickup. And I see him coming around to make his attack run. And so, you know, I veer off. I try to line it up. I shoot my shell and just barely, narrowly miss him. I was so upset. This was the closest anybody had been. It was
close
like
but no cigar.
I'm close but no cigar, but I'm not convinced something weird wasn't going on there.
I think he was using the Game Genie.
There was something weird about it, but he was definitely like a good player. Like, I don't want to say that he wasn't a good player or anything. Like, he didn't earn being that good. But I don't know. It definitely seemed sus too. Like, if this was Among Us, I would have voted him off.
True. Sus. Interesting story. I'd love to see video, stuff like that. Obviously, it was like so far away. Do you remember the movie The Wizard?
Oh, hell yeah. I unironically loved the movie The Wizard.
Wizard was a great movie.
People dig on it really hard, but I think it was just charming in a lot of ways. Even if a lot of it doesn't make any sense.
What beat 'em up was he playing at the beginning? Was that Final Fight?
I don't think it was Final Fight. I actually don't remember.
At the beginning of the movie, when he's playing like the actual arcade machine?
The beginning is the part I remember the least about.
I know he plays, obviously, Super Mario 3. Let's see.
No, he's playing Double Dragon.
Double Dragon, okay. NES and Power Glove make appearances in the film. The game featured in the film are Super Mario Bros. 3, Super Mario Bros. 2, Double Dragon, Ninja Gaiden, Rad Racer, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Mega Man 2, RC Pro-Am, F1 Dream, Contra, Zelda 2, and China Gate.
China Gate?
China.
I don't remember if I remember that
one. China Gate.
What did I say?
I thought you said kinda.
No, China.
Anyway.
I love the Power Glove. It's so bad.
So Genesis games. I was looking at a list of them actually. Gunstar Heroes, forgotten about game, fantastic. Toe Jam and Earl,
classic. Can't go wrong with Toe Jam and Earl.
Love TJ&E. Altered Beast, Phantasy Star series, as we said. Comics Zone was one of my favorite games growing up.
That was a really cool game. Even
and believe it or not,
difficult in some parts.
Believe it or not, Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine. It was Puyo Puyo, but
with a Sonic skin.
Awesome. With a Sonic skin. But that was a great game.
Speaking of like random Sonic games, Sonic Spinball, so good.
Sonic Spinball was good.
That's the only pinball game besides Space Cadet Pinball I played a lot.
Sonic Spinball was good. I also had all my Mortal Kombats for Genesis. So Mortal Kombat 1, Mortal Kombat 2. There was also Vector Man. There's a lot of good games for the Genesis. A lot of good games for the SNES too, but I feel like it's like known which all those are. You know, there's a lot more gems, I feel like. Hidden gems on the Genesis.
Oh, hidden gems. Yeah.
Hidden gems. So yeah, I feel like this was a good discussion. I don't know, you guys tell us. Enjoy it? You guys have a preference on the SNES Genesis debate? Any other games to point out? Maybe games that you'd like to see that aren't Mega Man?
Still salty.
I won't play another Mega Man live on stream.
What about
Won't
Mega
do
Man
it.
Legends?
The only one maybe is Mega Man Wars, I think is what it's called.
Mega Man
The
Soccer?
Wily-
There's no
maybe Mega
platforming
Man.
in Mega Man Soccer.
That is true. Wasn't there a Master Drive Mega Man?
Maybe? I think it was a port of Mega Man 1.
I thought it was Wily Wars. Yeah. Video game compilation, you're right, of the first 3 Mega Mans. Yep, so fuck that, we're not playing that one.
Speedball. What's Speedball?
Speedball. That's a mixture of cocaine and heroin.
Yeah. Great, we're on watch list now.
Flopsy.
I have to feel that was intentional. You got us. Good job.
No, there is a game called Speedball. It was like a sports game. I do remember it. It was kind of like, remember that game in American Gladiators where they had to run the balls to the little buckets?
Yes.
It was like that, but it was a video game. I do remember that game. Shut the front door. It's on Steam. Speedball
Okay,
2.
let's look.
In high def too.
I loved American Gladiators. What a fun show.
American Gladiators was pretty dope. Multiplayer support is local only, but what about like... yeah, remote play. Okay, cool. It's kind of making me want to play some... what's that one game that we've been playing? Wildstar?
Which one?
Or, not Wildstar.
Wild Guns?
Yeah, Wild Guns.
Yeah.
What a good game.
It was a
Another
good game.
fantastic SNES game. It looks so bad in HD. I actually kind of like the graphics in it. I bet you
need
there's
to
a...
see it in motion is the thing.
I bet you there's a what's it called though?
Like a retro option.
Setting. Absolutely. Absolutely has to be.
Oh yeah, this game looks fun.
It was amazing. Looks pretty amazing. Won't lie. Won't lie.
I think the next SNES game I want to play with you, Mark, is probably Soldiers of Fortune.
It's the one where you have like 2 people, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Twin
You
Trigger?
pick 2. Yeah, one's computer AI controlled. You pick 2 people from like a list of 6, maybe 8. I don't know. It looks really cool. I've always wanted to play it.
I've dabbled in it. On one of my deployments, I remember playing the ROM. I don't remember getting very far, per se, or playing a whole bunch of it, but I do remember it being fun. So there's that.
Yeah. I don't know. It looks so much fun. It looks like a solid game. The action looks good. It looks like a really good mix of arcade game plus just like features you'd expect in a home game.
Yeah, it's got yeah, I mean,
And it's almost
another
like
thing
twin
is
stick
Smash.
shooter, so
I'd love to play Smash TV too. Oh man,
Smash TV. Oh yeah, absolutely.
there's actually we're kind of going off topic now, but there's the WildStar. I know we were talking about WildStar as well recently. Developers, some of them have a new new company, and they're developing a game that's like a twin stick shooter. But
do you remember Shut Up and Jam Gaiden?
yes,
Charles Barkley's Shut Up and
Shut Up and Jam Gaiden. Absolutely. Yeah.
You have to use the whole name.
There's
So,
a game. Go ahead.
The second one was supposed to be a twin stick shooter. I don't know if it's ever gonna come out.
I thought the second one did come out and you can play as like Obama or something.
Did it?
Yeah. It has something to do with Obama or like, I don't know. Yeah, Gone Viral is the name of the WildStar devs' new game. And it has a lot of... They keep comparing it to Smash TV. This is the early access launch trailer. This came out 15 days ago. Looks really good.
Can't see it.
Well,
Not
of
to,
course. There we go.
Hey, I think you should follow Sketch Garage. Where do you stand, Sketch Garage, on the SNES for Sega debate? Oh, this looks sick.
Yeah, it looks real dope. Gone viral. Yeah. Buy on Steam, out in early access now. Interesting. Something to look at.
That is definitely something to look at.
Yeah, WildStar devs and City of Heroes devs. Sketch Garage TGM, thank you for the follow, man. Good to see you. Always good to have new people around. Hopefully you're joining because you heard that we were talking about SNES versus Genesis. We're kind of wrapping up that debate at this point, but please let us know. Let us know your feelings. Have favorite games on either system or anything like that. Let us know. Is it
single player for now? I'm that has multiplayer written all over it, though.
That's what I was just thinking too. Yeah.
Games where you can be carried. Yeah.
Let's see. Yep, single player, Steam Cloud. Yeah, if you search multiplayer, it's not even on the page.
It's got positive reviews so far, though.
Bloodstream. Real-life audiences introduce another layer of interaction to the experience as they vote to help. Cool. So it links with Twitch.
I like that. I need to follow and add to my wish list.
Yeah, everyone's saying Smash TV 2020. Yeah, I feel like this has to be multiplayer at some point, right?
Yeah. They would be screwing themselves over. They'd be shooting themselves in the foot otherwise.
Even if it's couch co-op, and then you can just use like the
Steam Remote Play.
Steam Remote Play, yeah.
Yeah. Kind of feel like you need the netcode in early. I don't know, because a lot of companies, if they don't know how to write their own netcode, they buy a netcode that you can put in after the fact. I've seen advertisements for it. So it's kind of like when you're on a budget and your development cycle is crucial to get the most out of. Why are you gonna spend time? Yeah, why are you gonna spend time developing netcode when it's already developed for you? It does sound like a god-awful backwards way to do it, and that's probably why netplay in a lot of games really sucks. I was hear
Tweet
Mark
at them.
typing over there.
Let's tweet at them and
Not
find
noticed.
out. All right.
What?
I tweeted at them. Asked
Oh.
them if there's a multiplayer planned.
Nice.
Yeah, I figured it's the best way to find out.
Yeah.
So yeah, boys, girls, we're going to throw up the BRB screen. I think we're about done. Sean, anything else to wrap up this SNES Genesis segment?
SNES rules, Sega rules.
Wow. Okay. Well, cool.